Morning YouTube, it's 5 in the morning, so it's time for another black metal review. And sorry if this is a little suckier than usual, but I've got kind of a headache, but I kind of wanted to get something remotely productive today, so here we go. This is a review of Merrimack's Grey Rigorism. They're a French band. I believe this was released in 2009 or 10. I could be wrong. I'm not the best with dates here. Not a bad album. It's they're a little bit different from other bands in their scene. They're not quite as experimental as bands like Blue Dust North or Deathspell Omega. They play more of a traditional black metal style. Maybe a little like Bayret, or not Bayret, like Marduk or Dark Funeral, something along those lines. But they do give it their own flavor, and that's what makes it so you can listen to this album and not just totally, well, okay, how's this different from the other multitudes of black metal albums I've heard by other bands. The guitars are, it's not your typical black metal guitar tone. It's they do some different things with it, especially the guitar playing. There's certain parts where it kind of sounds like they take some inspirations from things like a Funeral Doom or something like that. The drums are just on fire on this album. The drums is probably the highlight to me. The guy who does the drums on this is very talented. I don't think I heard any song that was any drum track on any of the album that was really off-tempo or anything, which is saying a lot for this being a black metal band. The bass is pretty much inaudible, but like I said again, that's kind of par for black metal. The vocals they're pretty mid-range black metal vocals. They're kind of typical. There's not much variation on them, but that's neither here or there, in my opinion. It's kind of a acquired taste with this band. Let's see. The production, it's actually a very clean production for a black metal album. I was somewhat surprised, but it's not so clean that it's just like obnoxious, like certain albums by bands that start with D that I can mention, but it's not. It'll scare the cult kiddies away more than likely. Lyrics usually revolve around Satanism, pretty typical black metal fare. So they do have some interesting lyrics in certain songs, though. It's not just your retarded Hail Satan fucking bullshit you hear from other bands. Standout tracks to me would probably be Cold Earth Morning, In the Halls of White Death, and By Thy Grace. Just especially In the Halls of White Death, and it's a mid-range song, or a mid-paced song, I mean. But towards the end of the song, they just have this total blast beat, and it's just a fucking crazy song overall. By Thy Grace, which they actually have some sound clips from the rather infamous documentary Jesus Camp, which I give them props for. That was a very nice input on that song. Overall, I'd probably give it an 8. Maybe not as good as their previous album of Entropy and Life Denial, which I will probably be reviewing sometime this week. I can't really say for sure, but yeah, a good solid 8. Not a bad black metal album. I'd like to see what this band does in the future, considering they're not the most experimental band, so but if you like traditional sort of black metal with a sort of French flavor to it that's somewhat unique, kind of Norway mixed with any of the Black Allegiance bands, I'd check this out. But more to come. See ya.